Alright, back again. Let's play some more Factorio, right? There's so much more Factorio to play. So, there is news today. As I might have talked about yesterday. Oh wait, we got wind turbines. By far the most advanced thing this factory produces. Why don't we put others out? Why leave them here? Just put them out. Get them out of that box. Oh, I gotta look up, next gen power generation. Here, let's take a look first. Give me a solid minute. And it will never stop until, the wind stops. At which point, yes, it will stop. But until that point, it will not stop. It doesn't stop until it does. Thank you. Such is my wisdom. Alright, so, one thing I have done is I went ahead and implemented what I discussed with the mod developers. And now underground vessels can be made in the creature chamber for the same recipe as is in the next tech tier, with the exception of using the lower level intermediate instead of the higher level intermediate. So it's basically just following the pattern of every other pipe in the game. So that's coming probably today, and then we'll get to play with the biofluid network for real and build it out as the spine for the next factory. But the actual problem today is no syngas, right? Which I think is probably going to be a giant Ouroboros. So we have no naphtha here, and over here we have no bitumen. No bitumen and no naphtha is a very strange profile. When we go, where do I do bitumen? Ah, right here. We look here. Look here. No naphtha. So this is all just no naphtha. Syngas comes from naphtha. Just everyone's got to understand that. Syngas, naphtha. And that brings us to here, and this stack is completely silent because we don't have the little bit of gasoline we need to make the naphtha. Which means we don't have the diesel. Which means we don't have everything. So everything depends on titanium purple right now. And I'm just going to shut this off. We need to, we're obviously not needing the power provided by the oil power plants. Therefore, I will turn the oil power plants off. We need to conserve titanium purple. We are in a titanium purple crisis right now. So I'll go do that, and then we'll try to figure out why we have no titanium purple, except I already know the answer because we don't have any chlorine. Alright, so right here, titanium purple comes here to make strip distillates. And then, we're just going to pick you up. Alright. We have made our first change. We have cut off fuel oil or kerosene. Just not worth. Or maybe it is worth if I just use it as fuel oil instead of power oil. Does that make sense? Oh wow. Old power poles. That's strange. Anyway, titanium purple is not here. Why are you not here? Because you are not being made. Why are you not being made? No chlorine gas. Do we have any? No. So we have to just hope this gets the system started again, and now we need to get chlorine somehow. Chlorine, as you know, is a byproduct of guts atomization, which is performed here. Well, let's go out there. No, wait, and it's silent at the moment, which means we don't have any guts coming in. Which means this area is quiet, right? Sure is. And this isn't quiet, But we have another overflow for guts up here, right? Only it's not overflowing because guts are used for making vat brains right now. Cut off vat brains? That certainly sounds like something I don't want to do, but can be done, I suppose. Bones aren't even overflowing, so that information will probably be relevant later, right? Sure. Alright, let's go take a look at chlorine generators. Way over on the other side of everything. Sorry, fish turbines. I got a new friend. A bigger, more technologically advanced friend. Suave and dignified. All this is going. This is great. Oh, I was going to go look at chlorine generators. Which ultimately is because we don't have any guts coming in, because we have no moos being made. No moos being made because no salt. No salt because no power, I bet. No salt because no power, because the salt mines are now enormous consumers of fluid power when they used to be just sipping on some with canisters. Now the canister system is dead. That is no longer a case. And I got big problems. Big ding-dang problems. Alright, here we are. Why would I ever do this? Why was this ever a good idea? The answer was, we do not know. We do not think it was ever a good idea. I could prod this, but it would double the wood consumption. I don't want that. So, what are you doing? Weirdo arm. Here, take a piece of jerky. Have jerky. Alright, so we need to slaughter more animals. We need more moos, essentially. We need to conserve the chlorine gas that we're making. The best solution is make more moos. The next best solution is find out if we are wasting chlorine gas anywhere. And this is an underflow. And we're going to follow the chlorine gas. Because I know the vent happens. Maybe I have to adjust that. Because we have a chlorine vent around here. Right here. I think it even has a chlorine primary consumer. And like, this is not efficient anymore. This is not in the interest of the factory. And we overflow onto this, and then we have the overflow. No, we have two primary consumers. What are you doing? You're trying to get rust. No. No, no, no. No, 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 no. This is not how you work. Cut. Paste. Put that back. This is all strictly overflow now. Strictly. And you, my friend, you don't get... Everything's moved over to the advanced rust maker. You go here. I want you to fill your cargo. And you do that instead. And this area is just dead. And like, this is a chlorine eliminator now. It takes chlorine, it rusts iron. We reforge it into iron to rust it again, getting rid of more chlorine. Alright, so this was probably a primary consumer and was drinking down a lot. So that was one of the things I was looking for. We also used chlorine to get rid of wastewater, but we had a wastewater crisis at one point. I wonder if that was enough. I think I have to go look at the hydrogen chloride area. The new hydrogen chloride area, not the old one. Which is over here. What's stopping it? I could always upgrade all of these to level 2s and prod them. Alright, so here we go. We're getting all sorts of guts coming into the system. This will start making more chlorine. And then I suppose I'll start looking at it then. Suppose. Hard to vent. But it is working. Right, you're about to trigger, right? And then you will go here. Let's go take a look at the graph. Chlorine. Oh, we're not making any. That's why. Chlorines just fell off a cliff. Just 0. Solid 0. And that's all not getting its gut delivery. So I can't really skim anymore. I mean, I can't. Oh, wait. What? Oh, this is... Never mind. Don't look at that. Doesn't matter. Let's take a look at wastewater processing. Another big chlorine consumer. And you are... No, you're done back there. Excuse me. I am going the wrong way. Wastewater is not over full, so it's not a problem. Here at wastewater processing, we try to fill up on urea. That's great. And then only after that, overflow, and we've been unable to purge this overflow. So can we just pull all this back? Let's put this here. And just save some wastewater, and through that chlorine. So like, just do that. Just drain some out of the pipe. Because this costs 10 each? Yeah, no. 20 per 100. That's quite a lot, unfortunately. Okay, so that's coming along. Hopefully we're using our chlorine a little smarter. This isn't the answer. The answer is always just more. And now we are in we have a problem because we don't have salt for the moose. So the next wave of moose is going to be delayed. So everything is going to be delayed. Oh wait, the salt arrived. It's being drained out immediately. So yeah. So much of this factory depends on these moves. They're like, I don't like how... I guess taking directly from the barreling machine is just wrong. I have to use something else to save that microsecond. Probably closer to a millisecond. But anyway, alright, chlorine finally being made again. And this is a really good chlorine recipe. No, I mean really good. 10 a second? What? No, it takes 10 seconds. Yes, 10 a second, just all just coming online. Solid chlorine. So let's look around. The Rust-O-Matic is not going. We need to make chlorine into this stuff. And now you're going. And you're making what now? Hydrogen chloride so that we can make zinc chloride for a purpose? Yeah, it's not hugely needed right now because it hasn't cleared itself out, but it is being used. And then right here, you are still completely out. So the new fluid system does not perform well in insufficient fluid use systems. Like, there's a very long backup time. And the problem is everything is almost always insufficient. So it's not like it's the odd case I'm dealing with here. It's really the default case. Now you're out. So where is the chlorine going, my friends? really want these guys to stop drinking it. That means this guy's got to stop drinking it. But that only pulls it over a little more. It's like titanium purple is too far down the line to get any. Like, this is where I want everything to be going right now. And it's real cheap if it would just get here. But it passes by too many other consumers. So maybe right here. Alright, these guys have cleared. No, these guys haven't even cleared this. So chlorine is in a bad place. What we got here? So in the last 10 minutes we got 8.4, and here we got, so we're basically at the same level. And it's being immediately devoured. So we need to dramatically increase the production of chlorine. And that's not going to be fun, is it? Because I don't think there's a lot of ways. Chlorine. Here we go. There is an upgrade to make chlorine. No. I can get it out of titanium tetrachloride again, but no. From tholins, no. This is the old method, and it's trash, and it's expensive. Blood to chlorine. Oh. Oh, and it's not available. Ah. Gas bladder to chlorine. Don't even look at it. Oh, that sucks. I could have done this. This would have been good. Guts to chlorine is what I'm doing. And then, yeah, so the two methods I have are salt water and guts. And I am using guts, and it's not holding up very well. Well, what do I do about this? I would say the answer is prioritize more guts to making chlorine. Except I believe we are using all of our guts at the moment. So it is, yeah, we are completely 100% using everything. So it is not an option really. So the only way to get more chlorine would be to increase the guts production. Or make artificial guts, I suppose. This is way too loud. Get away from this. Guts. Let's think outside the box now. Guts. You get guts from animals. But also, this is probably really dumb what I'm thinking of doing, right? Like, I'm mulching meat, so I could mulch meat to get the stem cells, and then the biosam. This is almost assuredly dumb. Almost assuredly, completely, and 100% dumb. Are all you guys going? Yeah, pretty much. I could prod all those, or speed them up, or do something along those lines. And then get more guts that way. Another trickle. This guy's waiting for more guts, but that needs this to fill up. And this is not filling up, friend. It ain't happening. Lard is filling up. Bones is filling up. Bone meal is, okay, not really filling up. It's meat that we're overflowing with. We're kind of using all parts of the animal right now. We're doing well, but not well enough. So am I really just going to increase animal production somehow? A whole bunch of cheap augs? Because this is going to run out soon, right? This is not 100%. That guy, I suppose, has almost got another load on him. Let's go take a look at the atomizers again. They are definitely running, and they are definitely not keeping up. See, we're almost out. We're gonna have another dark age right here. Chlorine less age. Maybe I do just have to make a whole bunch more guts. How are we doing on moose? Making tons of moose. Not nearly enough to come replace them in time. And have we made any titanium purple? That's the real question here. On that entire cycle, did we make any titanium purple? Yes. We made some. And we sent it over here with about half a line of titanium purple. It's all very fragile how everything is interconnected. And no, we are completely out. We used at least twice as much. No, we are out right now completely. We used at least twice as much titanium purple as we consumed. And then all this is done. Okay. Alright. We have identified a primary problem. Not enough guts. We actually have to start up a guts factory. So let's just take that head on and look at what that would be like. Guts. And this is very sad right here, because the old method of looking was so much better. The old, what's it really used for? It's like I got Augs, I can render Ulrichs, and Ulrichs give a bit of guts. And there's a replacement for it. Okay, Augs, just a little guts. Muckmoos, made of guts. Yep, Moos, best for guts. Rocks, not a lot of guts. Arthurians, not a lot of guts. Dilmos, I can make you. But you have no guts. Can't make those things. Fish? Fish have a lot of guts. Fish do have a lot of guts. Let's maybe increase fish production? No, don't have you. Don't have you. Strangelets? Zapirs are not real. Trits have surprisingly little gut. Corlex, surprisingly little gut. They're just skinny things. Arquads have surprisingly lots of guts. Alright, so the best source of guts is the moo. The moo or the aug, right? Let's take a look at the aug life cycle. It's been a long time since I looked at the aug. Alright. The aug. This is just difficult to read. So I can't see which level I'm at right now. Alright, so we gotta go to the tech tree. Which is, oh, even have, oh, there's an upgrade, never mind. That's not, it's out of reach, so we want to look at this. This is peak aug right here. Oh, we can make quality aug food. 10 casein's very expensive. Like, I don't see a reason to do this right now. 3 aug food for an average of 12 pups. And then 12 pups becomes an average of 8 augs, it looks like. So it's 3 food to 8 augs, and then augs are, and 8 augs are, and it's pretty cheap, right? Well, no, it takes bedding. This is actually not cheap. Let's go look at the cheap aug recipe. The easy aug recipes. Flora, a whole lot of flora. I got flora, don't worry. A whole lot of pups and a whole lot of moss. Produces 3 augs. So 75% survival rate. It's slow. And then og pups are made. Don't even have to put in food. It's just very, very cheap. It's like this might be the way to go, huh? Just do the real cheap recipe for right now. Until I get massive quantities of everything. Like I have, over here, there's a manure factory, which doesn't get used anymore. The old manure factory, I could repurpose this into og breeding. You know, it's bio crud. Not much of a line. If there is a line, it's probably fine. Now I can just come over here and directly tap in for another line of flora. That would never ever be a problem. Then we turn them into guts. Here, let's take a look at that directly. I have to put in a giant processing facility. Right here, all these. And it's full render augs, and it becomes 3 guts each. This is really a meat making thing. Is the answer just to focus on moves as hard as I can? Just make that extra moo. Just pull it together from somewhere. Find the extra brain. I don't care what you have to do to find the extra brain. You need to find the extra brain. And pop, extra brain. Where'd it come from? Don't ask. You really, really, really do not want to ask that question. So, about halfway through up here. Not keeping up. Alright, what's our problem right now? No Relegia seeds. Right. What's our problem over here? Problem is, we have no fertilizer. I see that. There's no fertilizer. That guy is not coming back. No, wait, that guy is going to go get ash, right? So we have a fertilizer problem in addition to all of our other problems. How gutty are Zillopho? Zillopho are pretty gutty. Maybe I ensure Zillopho is always going? Maybe upgrade and prod all these? I mean, it looks like Zillopho is always going. Maybe increase Zillopho production? How is Zillopho production doing? It's like you're cranking. You're very advanced, Zillopho production. All these going? All these are going. This guy right here is just picking up more. So, we might have an opportunity there to do something. Like upgrade all these, which is going to be a pain, and then also prod them. Which used to be a huge pain, but isn't anymore. Fairly backed up. This might be a pressure issue. I haven't done a single good thing today. Well, okay. I slightly moved chlorine use, maybe. This has just been a lot of struggling to understand. I hope I'm not venting chlorine anywhere. Oh good, Gutasaurus here. So these are the good times right now. I'm looking at the good times, and this will stop. Because of, oh, and hydrogen chloride is getting just eaten by, all sorts of electronic stuff, isn't it? That's probably all stopped right now because I don't have hydrogen chloride. Like all this stuff, this thing, this cycle. Oh no, it's full up. Output, it's less than 80 put in. Now we have none here. There's a bunch of other hydrogen chloride consumers. Wasn't niobium even one? No, we want sodium chloride. Is it? No, it's hydroxide what I'm thinking about, excuse me. Alright, so yeah, I'm just running around not finding solutions to my problems is what I'm doing. I'm finding I'm stuck on a difficult to get primary product. And there's probably no solution for it but to make more primary product. And the easy ways to get product come with a lot of stuff I don't want, mainly a lot of meat. Raising augs is a very, very indirect way of getting what I want. Raising Zilipho might be just better. No, augs would probably still be better because you make multiple in a batch, you know? I have to remember that multiplier. Then there's more, this is probably another problem. Because we're not backing up on fertilizer at all. And I saw a fertilizer shortage at Relesia. And if we go check the fertilizer depot. Right here. Yeah, there's a line. That's for Relesia right there. So that might be our Relesia seed problem. Just we're looking at it right now. And of course, fish meal is not a solution. So we need to increase production here. But the problem is... why is wastewater down? Problem is, it can be prodded. Can be done. We are at the end of the ingredient line here. So, prod all this for another upgrade and prod for another 20%. Or build on another and get more lines of materials in. It's going to have to be full lines because this is eating a full belt of biomass. And what we really want here, let's take a look at the graph. Fert. Production is steady with fall-offs. This is wastewater, right? For urea. There's a little bit of wastewater in the system. So I feel like everything is just on edge right now. Completely on edge. So we need more fertilizer to get more Relesia to get more moose to get reliable guts, more reliable guts to get more chlorine to get more titanium purple to keep the entire factory running. See, we're just dead in the water right there. If we go look at... we are running. We're not running here, but we are running here. And I can't prod this. I would totally do that right now. Speed module. Is that the second best thing? If you can't consume it faster. Look, we're making so little. See, now it's just out. And efficiency doesn't do what I want. So you got another jolt. And this, oh, like this got a jolt too. And this will run out. Like, okay, we're gonna work on that theory. There's high pressure furnace 2. High pressure, I know the symbol by now. I've been looking at this entire game. Only, apparently, I am blind. Fine. High. There we go. Looks like this. It's not even here. The red one isn't even here. I can't even make a red one. No. No way. Fern. Where is... Come on. High pressure. High pressure. There we go. High pressure? Is it gone? Ooh, that'd be a bug. High pressure. It's not with a dash anymore. There we go. How are you made? I should have you, right? I've made you. It's made in Smelters Mach 2. For real? That seems, a little discordant. I mean, I'm not super duper pissed on it, about it, but it's a little off-brand, I feel. Because it's a very low-level building, and then it's on a higher level of tech. That typically should not be. Where am I in relation to titanium purple? It's down south. Yeah, this has not been my best episode. All I'm going to come in here is I'm going to slap a speed module in. Just, you guys consume a little faster, right? So while chlorine is available, grab as much as possible, my boys. Power be damned. Oh, look at the wind turbines. Look at the wind. Ooh. So this is probably the low point for 4. If the variance is 50% off of, we stopped. If the variance is 50% in the low and the average is 25, that means the low point should be 12.5 per. So we're out of guts. This is what just happened. So where is the gutosaur? Where are we in the gut cycle? Doesn't get enough produced. And we are 2/3 of the way through the moose there. If we look up at the moose, we come again to this situation where we are just not making enough. And it's fertilizer here. Alright, so I'm dealing with a multifaceted problem with deeply intertwined supply chains, all coming from different directions, where the answer is probably just more, beginning to end more, everything more. Stop being subtle and just make more. And try to figure out where you are. Okay, you are actually in the right spot. So we need more here, but we're going to overwhelm the lines when we do so. See, we need a backup. So we're going to need more biomass. Don't we have another way of getting biomass around here? I thought we had that. Yeah, right there. You could probably tap off of there and run a line. Or just run a caravan, sure. How are we doing here? Still banking hydrofluoric. So, what do we got to do? Ash needs more. Oh, we're out of... Wait, what? How? What? What? What is this supposed to be? We're out of it right now. That's seaweed. Okay, seaweed is just in time, so we need more seaweed, which is kind of a problem, right? Because yeah, there's always a line at seaweed, just always. We've got like we got one and probably one and a half belts of seaweed going, and it just ain't enough. And the factory is going to hitch to a stop again. Is there any way? Am I going about this the wrong way? Am I thinking about this wrong? I think I just have to make augs. Make augs, butcher augs, do something with the proceeds. It's going to be so much meat. Just so much meat. Just basic aug processing. And then you make a cage dog. Cage dog becomes... I'll have more brains. I'll have more bones. You add grease. You get twice as many guts. Wonder why this is. Oh, gotta fall. Hold on a second, everyone. Alright, taken care of. And while I was doing that, I have also decided I just have to bull forward here. Just can't think. Thinking's bad. Thinky thoughts, bad thoughts. Problem is, well, I want to piggyback on this infrastructure, because we don't need to increase biocrud here. But we really do have to increase biomass and seaweed. And we have the same out. And we have access to the same, well, maybe I can just, upgrade both of these, right? Fluidized bed reactors. Let me go get 4 of the next level ones. Fluidized. Where are you? Oh, I don't have that either? Really? Fluid. Ized. How about bed react? Oh, okay, so right there. It is a tech I haven't gotten. That's unfortunate. So, beacons? Beacon time? I think it is in fact beacon time. So, a whole bunch of speed modules, right? Yeah, just start making those, please. We have to go snag a tower. And the good news is, we have a tower maker now. I hope they haven't converted all the towers into wind turbines. That would be a mite awkward, but I don't know if we're going to be like that. Let's just go find out. No speculation. Let's see if we can remember where we did this. It's way over here, and then right here-ish? Yeah. Do we have any towers? Oh, in our tower box. Nice. Alright, so now we need a beacon. Let's make one. And it will pop up in a little bit here. And then we will trade electricity for speed, because we don't have the better buildings, and we don't have the ability to expand very much. Now the problem is going to... Oh, I can get next level seaweed, right? That's what I should be doing next. Here, hold on a second. No, right there. You can research it. It's fast, too. Add slaked lime to make even more. Is this rational? Just add shells, essentially. Is this a great idea? Is this a great idea? Oh, and science is dead. Okay, don't look at that. Doesn't matter. Science never helped us anyway. Science only gave us thoughts. And you know my opinion on that. So what we'll do is this. shall have ash, and you shall have seaweed. And you shall have a beacon. We want to hit all the fluidized bed reactors. There you go. So we're going to want FM3 probably. No, AM3. Can we do AM4? No. AM4 is very local. So AM3, FM3, the standard. That consumes 40 megawatts of electricity and delivers what? Double? Is this what we want? Maybe we want 12 megawatts delivering a little short of that. Alright, there we go. And then of course right here, direct speed. Direct speed. Direct speed and direct speed. So yes, we are using a lot more material now. Alright, so first problem, need to get another ash line, which we can get from, this is a dedicated ash line. So this all goes to the ashery, where you are standing here for a reason. Oh, you're trying to deposit. Why? Until caravan has 6,000, until target has. Is one of your brothers doing something wrong here? Ashery isn't working because of science being stopped. I'm willing to bet that. You? What are you doing? You need more fertilizer. Till caravan has... Until target has 9,000. This should be fine. Why was that guy stuck? Should not have been. Maybe I tossed ash in there and I shouldn't have. Well, alright, so what we have here is a situation I don't know entirely how to control. We have a ton of ash makers. The first question is, are we making more fertilizer? Answer is no. No, we are not. No, not even a little bit. So what we have to do is add more ash. We have more ash right here, but I don't know how long this is going to last, you know? Does that make sense? So we're going to do something weird. And I don't know if this is wise, what I just did right there. We're going to want to come in probably right here. In fact, I want to say everything I'm doing is not wise. Dual purpose for some of these lines, adding complexity, where currently there is simplicity, making it difficult to think about, where right now it's at least, I can at least pretend like I know what's going on, so there's that. Then you have to come down right here, Mr. Ashline. Right there, and you're in. There. Take that ash, please. And that adds a whole new line of ash. Now, a problem, one of the many problems, is not enough biomass. Oh, this is going to be a red belt situation, isn't it? I need red belts. This is exciting. You don't often get this. It's like none of this needs to exist right here. So red belt, huh? what is it? Fast transport? There's an easy way and there's a, yeah. Using rubber and stainless and not using rubber and stainless. And that's going to produce a lot of belts, but let's go get more. Because I think we're probably going to need more, right? Copper has stopped. That's bad. Why are we stopped now? This is probably why science has stopped. No grease. No grease. Oh, because does grease require tetrachloride? Ooh. That's a big question, isn't it? Alright, let's allow ourselves to get distracted again. And maybe undo the first change we made. It's like Nextlit is stopped as well. Like the factory is not in great shape. There is some fundamental element that I am not providing to the factory. Okay, that's good. And I'm gonna have to figure that out at some point. Grease. Grease is made up here. No, not right here. It's at the bottom of the hydrocarbon stack. Which is right here. No lubricant? For real? Doesn't use purple, so I didn't affect anything. How could I not have any lubricant? Lubricant's like fish oil and ash, right? What have I done? Or not done? Like right there. Lubricant's being made. Of course it's being made. Is it just being consumed at a greater rate? Did I cut the line? No. No. Is it an ash problem? Is it a loading problem? Alright, put that in line for something to care about in a second here. But for what I care about right now, it's right here. Alright, so there, that locks up. Oh, and I should probably reconnect this, right? There we go. Alright, next part. Part 2. Biomass. There's probably an easier way to do this, right? There we go. A rare, fast transport belt. I should probably go get faster hands, right? Oh, it takes iron niobium, which is a hugely rare commodity right now because of all my intertwined problems. Factorio should really be studied, or at least situations like I have right here. I mean, I know they are studied, but what I'm trying to say is what I'm experiencing right now is a increasingly complex interwoven supply chain where it rises higher and higher as with greater and greater output as the outputs of one line are cross-purposed to become the inputs of another line. And for a while, everything is good and it works. But then there is a disruption to one line, and all of a sudden, nothing can go. Whereas before, everything was very primitive, using primary materials that just had simple shortages instead of supply chain issues. And so instead of having a localized collapse, we have a widespread collapse. Speaking of that word, this probably has a lot to do with the Bronze Age collapse itself, which I listened to a lot of on the family hell trip, where societies used to experience just famines, just simple famines, and then a bunch of people would die, and then it would be over, and that would be it. and society would get back up again and would go. And like a famine in the neighboring kingdom really didn't affect you too much in your kingdom. But, oh, this is a problem. I can't get enough in. In the Bronze Age, everyone became very interconnected, and trade happened. And nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. The kingdom started flourishing in concert to the point where everyone was winning up until exactly one of them started losing. And that caused input problems in neighboring kingdoms, which meant that they couldn't produce, which meant that produced input problems in other kingdoms, which meant they couldn't produce. And we had, instead of a localized famine, widespread civilizational collapse. This is not, the only theory of what happened. It's just the theory I listened to on a very, very, very long car ride. But I'm seeing parallels everywhere now, because, that's kind of what schizo thoughts too. Why aren't you going? Why aren't you going? No one's going. Why? Urea has shut off. Why? Why did urea shut off? Did we just get a delivery of biomass or something? We just got a delivery of seaweed, so that's holding up. It's like, in theory, this should be almost double fertilizer. No, it looks like we're having trouble venting. Oh, what a problem to have. Nothing rots anymore. So good. Alright, so we are going to just watch this machine. We are looking at a machine at the base of the food chain. It's not even, it's like near the base of the food chain, because fertilizer goes into everything. And if I can keep fertilizer going, oh, look at this. Look at this, boys. I guess we gotta. And we just use this as a storage unit, right? Yeah. I mean, this isn't the best pattern ever, but at least it's flowing. That does imply it's even more than a single full belt. We're not backing up over there, so that's good. So we may have something more to do there. But it's entirely possible we did do some good today. Shoo, wind turbines. Happy wind turbines. Prodded? Yes, you can. It really should be. I shouldn't be doing speed, I should be doing prod. I'm kind of impressed we're not biomass limited. So maybe I'm definitely impressed we're keeping up on seaweed. That guy's huffling back. I thought I was going to have to task another dinosaur here. I still might. And this puts pressure on biocrud. I don't see a guy waiting here. I don't like that. Yeah. I might have to go over this again, especially since it takes gasoline, which is not exactly a common commodity at the moment. I don't know what's going on here. But it has express belts, express hands, fast inserters. So I'm just going to start picking it up a little bit. Let's take a look at a graph now. This is the good times. Why does it keep stopping? Okay, this is not allowed. Why? No biomass. That's why it stops. So we need more biomass. And that's this guy. So he is simply not fast enough. So this is either use a whale or draw down a line from main biomass right here. And I think I'm going to draw down a line. Because in the end, you cannot beat a belt for delivery. So let's go do that. Let's improve this area as much as we can so that we can say that we have done something today. So we're going to want a line. Oh, I'm going to need more belt. That's no good. So what we want is to do the same sort of pattern we did over there. Do this, and this, and this. There you go. Off we go on our magic adventure. This is stopped. Because it's completely backed up with crushed coal. That means solid power is not an issue at all at the moment. 100% running out of belts. So we want to go right here, so right by the crude oil derrick. How are you doing? Can I just speed you up? Is there any downside to speeding you up? No, it consumes electricity. No downside at all to increasing primary production there. Alright, so best way to sneak through here. Probably right here. Okay, no, obviously. But this is how we're gonna do it. Okay, so like so, and I'm gonna run out of this. Nice. Okay. Should probably just put that entire wall segment back, right? Because I'm not gonna need it. There we go. I respect my defensive works. Alright, so right there, right there, right there. All down. I'm gonna make it? Am I gonna make it? And so how do I want to do this? I guess I can just hook directly in, right? A slow belt can go into a faster belt like that. And it will just extend the lifetime of this entire... Oh, but it won't... No, it will. This is perfect. This is good. Okay, perfect. Strong words. Why are we getting halvesies right here? Oh, because someone who might in fact be that dinosaur right there came and grabbed some. So this is why. Yeah, I guess I just live with that. And there's an occasional lapse in the belt. None of this is well thought out. None of this is a good idea. But it can't be bad to increase primary fertilizer. Alright, so you're going now. This is flowing in. Oh, wait. Yeah, then this will... I guess this is okay. Probably going down less. Maybe. I don't know. No, these guys are constantly going, and this is backing up. I mean, some... No, this isn't doing... Okay, we'll check right here. This will tail. This is the full line coming in. Well, it's still going to leave room, right? Because it will take with... I don't like how it's not... I guess we got to do that now, right? Yeah. Problem is that this will only ever empty on one side of the belt, you know? So we're dependent on that line for the other side of the belt. I guess we'll see in a minute whether or not this is a good idea or not. So it's only ever supplying a half belt out of here, and then the other half of the belt has to come from the other side. We're just doing that with extra steps, I suppose. This is definitely not the most efficient way to do this. But the entire line right here is coming in, so it's hard to complain. Though, of course, I will find a way. Fear not, my friends. So ash is working out. Seaweed is working out, strangely. Alright, so biomass is now taken care of. Seaweed is my next concern. Yeah. So I kind of believe I need another dinosaur here. And that's going to be the next bottleneck. So, again, why would I do that when I could just run a line, you know? Which I may very well just do. In fact, let's just go get more belt in anticipation of having to run a seaweed line. I don't know why I even bothered to do a caravan for the seaweed, which was right there. There's... Why are we stopped? Is it copper? Copper, no grease. We're greaseless. We are not slick. We are dry. Overdone. So. What I need is to go back and look now. And then we'll try to tune this area as best we can. Because right now, again, we're seeing the happy times. Looks like biomass is doing... Actually, it's probably not. Yeah, it's not supplying enough. So this doesn't actually work for us. Because we're not using what's in here properly. So we need to stop this. I almost picked up that dinosaur. We have to go back to the old ways. Except, come right here. I think we need a fast splitter. We want to take from that side with priority. Yeah, that's what we want. And this will give greater throughput overall. Because now we're using both sides of that belt. And are we generally just getting low on loading concerns? Yes. Yes, indeed. Okay. We can improve still further. Which will put even more pressure on that belt. Now we are ash loader, and this is bad because this side is already very dense. Oh, and we're out of seaweed, so it happened. Yeah, I need better inserters, or I need that inserter upgrade where they pick up more than one thing at once. You know? That was a lot of research away, so I haven't done it. But seaweed, now we're out. Okay, so this is the next thing we're going to have to address. And fertilizer eats a lot, and I mean a lot of seaweed. And this is one of our primary things we have to deal with now. It's at the base of the food chain. Are any of you guys having problems? Oh yeah, some of you are. Trouble venting? We produce 1 seaweed a second from all these. And if I add slate, oh look, this is just completely backed up. Alright, we're going to take advantage of this then. And we're going to fork it right here. This means we're... No. By seeing that, it means these belts are simply too slow. Like right here, because it's moving as hard as it can. So this just says faster belt. So once again, the answer is red belt. Okay, I can handle that. It will just, oh, I need some red underground belt. Ooh, no. We're gonna find a different way to do you. What looked like a good idea once was found not to be a good idea. Oh, and okay, yeah, this is definitely not what I need. Again, this is a bit of vanity right now. Which isn't to say this entire project isn't vanity. This definitely is vanity. Alright, we need... Alright, so many problems, right? First, we can't pick up all this stuff. We don't have enough... Well, we do have enough inserters exactly right now. In this exact moment, we have the inserters we need. But now we need more fast transport belts. Okay, and that will make more. And this should just give more seaweed input, just more seaweed on hand. Once I pull this back beyond the ones that can't unload, so back here, so it's a lot of red belt. I'm going to need still more. The age of red belt has begun, and I am not ready for it. So what do I need to do more of that? Need more stainless. Alright. More ASP. More rubber, I'm sure. And rubber was stopped. It's just like, everything is just a problem today. Stainless is over here. So hard to tell when running around like an absolute lunatic. And this is a problem. Why isn't stainless going? I mean, obviously no molten stainless. Thank you. No copper. Alright, easy problem to solve. Ignore that. Go find my rubber box. Never was quite satisfied with. Alright, so now fast transport. We need even more stainless. Alright, even more stainless it is. Should be enough to get me through this. We should probably just review where we are with everything else. Down here at the slaughterhouse, nothing's going. At the chlorine factory, nothing's going. Moose being made. We have almost a full backpack. I'm going to authorize that guy to go. Petroleum handling over here is actually going. So we actually had a delivery of titanium purple. So this is really good. It's actually penetrating too, so we're using it more efficiently. Does this not mean lubricant's still not... Okay, that's still something floating in the air. Lubricant is a separate issue. So why aren't you guys going? No gasoline. You are going. Why are you not supplying gasoline? Okay, gasoline has to underflow to 90 here. Right. And this overflows to 80, and now naphtha's going. Alright, so this end of the processing chain is now fully awake. This will give bitumen syngas. And hopefully that will revive syngas. But we're just gonna pretend we don't see that right now. Don't look at it. Fix the thing in front of you. And that's trying to double fertilizer production-ish. You know? Just ish. Alright, we're seeing the good times right here. But I have to funnel more seaweed into the system. And the way to do that is, unfortunately, deploy more faster belts. Just to transport bulk cargo. I probably could have done another belt, just a triple belt. That probably would have been better, honestly. More resource efficient. No, wait. Alright, hold on. Getting a call. Yeah, this definitely hasn't been the best play session from my point of view, at least. Oh, we still have more problems. These guys can't vent. Like, I could probably fix this by putting the changeover further back. Like, even right here. Let's see if that helps out a little bit. And then, of course, later on we can get better seaweed if necessary. All this chunk it along. Good, 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 good. Alright, so this is not... Yeah, the change hasn't occurred over here yet. And then accelerate. And I could put more in if I wanted, but kind of feel like I made a mistake doing this anyway, and I should have put in... Oh, I can't. Yeah, there's no place to run another yellow line, so I did the best I could. Alright, you need better arms. Can I make any more? Yes, these are my last fast inserters for a long time, because iron niobium is just down. No, that is fully flowing. Is anyone else having trouble venting? Which is a utterly unacceptable situation. So the line has reached here. All you guys are venting properly. Should probably see a spike in seaweed production, honestly. With all these guys now back online. Might be a minute or two before I could catch on a graph, though. So this guy is almost venting? Almost venting. Almost venting? So this is all in aid of putting another dinosaur on seaweed duty. That is the entire point of everything I'm doing right now. We have to have more seaweed in, and then the dinosaur can work better. Is better is gooder, right? Are you starting to go yet? Yes, you're starting to go right now. We're just going to stand by and watch and see if you're able to vent sufficiently. So there's two getting on there. May just be simply too much on this side of the belt. Are you going to make it? Get down to 33? Yes. You will slowly vent out. Okay, so this is good. We are now at new peak seaweed. It's being cleared, and there's almost full, and there is no line. So we are no longer supply constrained. Let's take a look at seaweed. Nice primary product. Maybe just a little better than it was. Maybe. I don't know. It's definitely flowing faster. Now we're locked up. This is another situation where aerial caravans 100% needed. Alright, so he shuffles forward. No weight. No problems. And this just gets nigh instantly refilled. Yeah, it only takes like 30 seconds maybe, something like that. That is nice. I like that. So, meanwhile over here, this guy, are you gonna make it? No, he ain't gonna make it. He is not gonna make it in time. Is ash a problem? I can't help but feel like we're not doing this in the best way. Oh, this is almost full up. And he's just coming back. So things are definitely better here. And he makes it. He does make it back in time. Just barely. Alright, so you can keep your job. You don't have to do anything. And we're looking at close to real and true peak fertilizer here. Problem is the ash is an issue. I need more stack inserters. But I don't have them. Ash is all getting used, so... Oh, it's probably not the best idea I've ever had over here either. Yeah, there's probably a lot of reasons why that's not great. But, alright, let's see what we've won. Fert. Well, for one thing, our old rate was broken. It was at 433, and now we're up at like 50% more, and hopefully we are completely unbroken. So, yeah, we're just backed up now. And he's gonna come and grab, and it's gonna get loaded up again. Yeah, alright, so let's go take a look at Fertilizer Depot and see if we did any good whatsoever. Fertilizer Depot is in the hollowed core. Right here. In the areas I have ripped up and moved away, and all the stuff that doesn't matter, which I haven't come back and touched in forever. The hollowed core. Oh, and we're full up here. Alright, fertilizer problem is on... Looks like it's solved. Fertilizer being delivered. Yeah, everything's being delivered. Relegias and Relegia seeds being delivered. Alright, so that's a little better. Let's go look at that other thing. The other thing before the phone call. The other thing, which was... lubricant. Lubricant was the issue. We are simply not producing enough of it. That is another really easy primary production problem, because we have all the ingredients, right? No, we're low on fish oil. We might need more fish. Yeah, we're low on fish oil. Lubricant. Liquids, please. Yeah. Huh. Oh no, we're consuming it at the same rate we're making it. So we need to either increase fish oil production or find another source of lube. And, oh, this is going so good to see. Gasoline back pressurized. Ah, a big we're back moment right here. Alright, lubricant is actually fairly pressurized right now. It's available is what's happening. And that's, oh, you can seaweed in my inventory. No, absolutely not. Not while I'm hyped up to the want to do. The way I get rid of this is just go back from where I came from. Just be the seaweed fairy. Seaweed, seaweed. Seaweed for everyone. Seaweed for everyone. Anything else? Ash? Who wants ash? Alright, good. So, a problem solved. Maybe I should be making more fish. I have... Yeah, that's something I should do. That'll produce more guts. Not a lot more guts, but some more guts. And it will also produce more fish oil and produce everything else I need. The line is still going. See, just a little fish comes in. It does get slaughtered, but not much. And there's definitely more room to make fish. And I just kind of left this because I didn't specifically because I didn't want to hook up some things, right? These are all better fish. Fish eggs join the belt. These are all going. Oh wait. Maybe I have to make more, put in more egg layers if I want to make more fish. Yeah, because the eggs don't penetrate to here. I have a lot of fish, so I guess what I need to do is convert this guy from the current team it's on to team egg laying, and that's probably not great, right? For me. So let's just see what happens if I just press that button, right? You are team egg laying. Whatever these guys are doing, you are also doing. So you need phytoplankton, which we got, pressurized water, what we got. And so this right here, and you have to output fish oil, which says you should be moved over. And this line is a big problem right now, it's got to be moved over. So let's just do all that. And this doesn't do anything. So this gets pulled up. And the oxygen line gets moved over. So I guess you go right there. Didn't I paste? Oh, this. Alright, this have to remember not to forget about that. Don't forget about hooking up the oxygen. The fish really notice when there's no oxygen. So the oxygen line goes all the way over here. So let's hook it over at the end. Yeah, no joke. The fish notice. It's this. There are a lot of things in this world which are discretionary. Oxygen, not one of them. There we go. So, like so. Alright, so that repairs that issue. So you need a weir. You need one of these. Right here. So, this doesn't exist. So you now need phytoplankton. A weir. The system has finally overcome whatever spoilage problems was plaguing me earlier. I still don't know what that was. Maybe it would come to me if I sat and thought. Maybe I'm doomed to ignorance forever. So that gets rid of that and that. And all we need is to... You don't do this anymore. Instead, you are a fish egg contributor. Contribute to the fish egg account. There we go. Lit up. How do you get rid of your wastewater? Glad you asked. Just like that. Okay. So, and then the oil goes out right there. That goes out right there. It's just level 1 fish eggs. Should I not be doing like level 2 fish eggs? Here, come here, fish. Like this. Oh, it also makes hydrolays. I don't want to deal with that. No. So this is probably bad what I'm doing overall. Because we're doing the good fish growth recipe. We're doing the bad fish egg recipe. Alright, so this has to be remembered. This is actually a very important line. And this guy right here, you gotta go right there. Alright, so don't do this anymore. But you do get phytoplankton. So that's in. Wastewater is, of course, out right there. That doesn't have to happen quite like that. Oh, wait. Oh, good, there's nothing more on that. Okay. Just fish eggs out. Just nice fish eggs out. We'll put a weir down there. Do not worry. There, and that's in, that's in. Now you just need fish in. So... Oh, I should probably see about the oxygen before I forget, right? So you forget about the oxygen, you get angry fish. Just for a little while. After that, there's the silence. The terrible, forever silence. Right, so that's hooked up. To the left. Okay, right there. Okay, now you are loading up and you will start on your journey. Oh, here. I have fish eggs for some reason. Fish eggs, go on, fish egg line. There we go. You guys are going? You're still not going. Oh, because your output's full. Something may have happened to cause that. And so this should just give me 50% more fish, right? Because I had the capacity, I just wasn't using it. Please take all of that from me. All of it. Alright, so this will get all these guys going. And maybe go all the way to the end of the line? It's not certain. Gotta wait and see. Well, this has been flooded, so don't look at that. Look at this one instead. The top. The top fish farm. So does it get all the way to the end? Kinda. Kinda does. And then it keeps going, and then it goes, well, wait a second. Why isn't there a, I suppose I was relying on all these guys all even because we had fish eggs right here. Not fish meal. So we're not giving it any time to be picked. Oh, right there we are. Never mind. R. So fish eggs occasionally get down here. How do we clean the fish meal out? Just goes on the That's how. That is how fish meal was getting on the fish line and is still getting on the fish line to this day. because of the eggs rotting in the machine. Right. Right. I wonder if I could rig it up so it only ever loads stuff that can spoil if it would immediately start the recipe, you know? But it would require two parts, right? One, detecting whether or not the recipe would start, and two, detecting whether or not there's enough of the spoiling ingredient on hand to actually start everything. Oh, we're low on lamps. That's probably a really big problem, isn't it? No copper. So all this is going to stop soon. So, doesn't matter. Nothing matters. None of it's real. So this is backing up all the way here. And then soon we'll back up here, and this is the fish butchery line, so that's where all these guys will go. And maybe that'll be better. I don't know. Has copper restarted? Now that grease is restored. Yes, copper is back. Our greasy present has returned. Let's take a look at critical inputs. Complex systems collapse. So we are at half titanium purple. Something I'm going to have to be thinking about a lot, right? We are not at half here, so we're still eating it faster than we're making it. And doubling the fertilizer, or no, not doubling, like 50% more. Solving the fertilizer problem, how about that? The only thing that really did... Oh, this is interesting. I'm not sure that this is serving a purpose anymore. Its purpose as a buffer. Like, are we going up or down? We're trickling down. We're ensuring that there is a full belt going in. But this is a very awkward system. I probably should not have done this thing. Yeah. Just ensures that there's a full yellow belt going in for longer. And I guess that's welcome, I suppose. I mean, of course it's welcome. How are we doing in Mooland? Mooland is making moves. And we have about a third shipment of moves stored up. We are processing moves, great gusto, and this is better. This is much better. It looks like we're still going to have a period, an interregnum, without any moves whatsoever. But they are still being processed. And titanium purple right here, not being made. Not being made, no chlorine. Same problem as before. So, just no matter how you slice it, we're gonna, and this is all just stopped. I wonder why. No sulfuric? Yeah. No sulfuric because of no fuel? Probably. No, plenty of sulfuric being made. Lots of sulfuric being made. Is this a recent event? I mean, it's tied to syngas. Sulfuric acid is just highly upgraded syngas. So, that's more problems. The lack of lamps is a big problem. At least copper is being made. Like, there's so many problems right now, I don't know where to start. Copper plate. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's gonna leave a mark. Because this is like normal consumption right here. And then we have to backfill all that demand. And it's gonna take hours. Just hours. You have a better lamp recipe. He says, knowing full well what the other new recipe is. Is it here? Is it here? Lamp? Yeah, here we are. It's the new lamp recipe. Oh, I can do it. This is supposed to be silly, but I'll do it. I'll absolutely do it. Like, yeah, 100%. I wonder how efficient it is. They've done the math. They always do the math. One circuit board. I'll do it. I will absolutely do it. I might have to real soon here. Anyway, what should I be doing right now? What is my current purpose? Our problem is exactly where it was at the start of the episode. Oh, I was probably wasting vat brains. I'll turn you off until this is going full tilt again. Yeah, we were definitely wasting vat brains. That is tragic. Utterly tragic. We are still on a quest for guts. We need more guts. Everything seems to be flowing here. Let's take a look at the graph. Muck. Muck moves. Yeah, we had these periodic collapses over the last hour. And if we have done our job, we will not experience that anymore. So let's take a look. What's going to collapse first? Not you. Not you. In fact, you're just getting a delivery. So it's you. You collapse first. And I am not seeing... Okay, there's a delivery coming. Unless you also have to get... No. You also have to get some fiber, but you're mostly full of fiber anyway. So we're just going to stand and watch. See if that guy makes it. Like, the delivery is coming. And if it doesn't make it, the answer is just... add another dinosaur, essentially. It's throughput. We have a throughput issue. Mushrooms doing just fine. Should really probably wrap the episode up. It's been 2 completely disjointed hours. I don't know if this guy's gonna make it. Like, this is bleeding fast. The good news is Buddy right here is being fed with just a pure line of Relegia seeds. There's no problem here whatsoever. So fertilizer was definitely at the base of one of our issues. If we go take a look at seaweed, we actually had enough seaweed. It was just not being distributed correctly. Why are we stopped? Why are we stopped? No wastewater, no urea. No? Probably, maybe. I don't want to think about this. We're maintaining our supplies, so maybe this is good? I don't know. Anyway, are you gonna make it? Almost out, almost out, almost out, almost out, almost out. Alright, we need you here, and he's not here. So we are now in collapse. However, we don't have another dinosaur coming. They're still getting Relegia seeds. You're far away still. Yeah. Way down south. So this is in fact the source of collapse. And we've got, these guys are both in line waiting. So yeah. We need more Relegia seeds, it looks like. And how can we do that? Well, there's this line right here. Are any of you guys not working? All the Relegia seed makers are working. Oh, we have also the other side. So this can never ever back up, right? Because it will always overflow onto this and go in the other way. So that's fine. Is anyone not going? Yeah, plenty of people are not going. We are probably at just belt capacity here on a number of ways, and I don't want to replace all these with red belts. That strikes me as too much. Where's the next more complicated releaser recipe? I mean, I can't fraud these as much as I want to. And everything is producing. There's a constant stream going. Well, oh, and he just arrived. Okay, so I hit the button at the exact moment. Great instincts. And now he huffles back, and there's another on the way. So this guy is on the way when he's actually quite far. He's like midway here. So we might have observed the low point. Maybe. So there will be a bit of a hiccup in moo production. Probably like right now. Muck moo. We can actually look at the calves. It's probably more direct, right? Yeah. So we had a longer plateau here, but then we still had a dip. No, wait, those. Yeah. And now we're running back up. So this is already better. And the problem is all this is what I'm doing is wrong. The answer is always more. If it will not be more today, it will be more tomorrow. So I really just have to bite the bullet and make a big aug farm. That guy's on his way back. How full are you? You're almost ready to go. You are about to go. You are, in fact, going. So we have 2 on the way. So this is going to be a long period of plenty for the moose. So we did catch it right at its lowest point. Well, interesting to know. This is going, and chlorine is going. It's not backing up at all. We have to do something. Do something about it. But I think that's clear it's not happening this episode, so I should probably just give up on that dream, right? And here we have about a third. And we go look at this, and we are down to a third. So we are going to crash out on this as well. Destroyed a bot. There's been a lot fewer bots destroyed. Just a lot fewer bots destroyed. And I think that's because the leading edge are all using the more intelligent way of, this is something I thought was going to be a problem. Letting bots out and letting them only out one at a time. The naphtha is being consumed the same rate it's being produced. So that's good. Maybe. You can probably see it in syngas as well. So right there. There, right there. Yeah. So we're back. We're so back. It's going to take a long time to fill back up. So hopefully this is now a precariously stable equilibrium, except for titanium purple, which is still a big problem. Hopefully it's banky enough in the system to get itself through the famine time, which it's going to have to experience periodically. Hopefully this was all at its base the fertilizer problem, overextending fertilizer, and that becoming a problem for the entire system. Just everything, every part of the system was having a problem. All right, we're back. So I don't have to research seaweed. It's not a thing that has to happen. Science just basically didn't happen today. And I need to get more guts. I could put in more xylopho pools I have all the infrastructure for it. They're pretty gutty. The coke doesn't matter. Fish food does kind of matter. And this makes... Does this make 2 Zilipho? Isn't this what I calculated as? And I just copy and paste this like right here. And how are we doing at Zilipho processing? Now we ran out, sorta. We reached the nadir, and now a delivery has come. So more guts for the gut god. Yeah, adding prod is just not enough. I need to double, not like be more efficient than what I with what I have. Is niobium still just crashed out? I should check on that. Yeah, chlorine's still coming in waves. Yeah, look at that. This is not what we want to see. Because it's unsustainable like this. What we need is more guts. I guess I'm gonna have to think about this after this episode because it's just a major investment. And I was kind of not wanting to do these in this factory. Og. There we go. So you pull them apart, you get 3 guts each, and you get a brain. Great. I wish I could turn blood into chlorine. That would be so great. But that's so far away. I don't have the processing facilities for this, because this is going to take a lot to be appreciable quantities. And then we just do normal augs. Maybe we breed up aug level 2. Because aug pups into augs, this is an acceptable recipe. It's just slow. And it takes native flora and moss. And I've got that. And water. Like, who's going to complain about that? And making pups is just flora, moss, and water. So throwing this up would be super duper easy. Well, no, it would require building a lot of stuff, but I got the space now. But then the processing's annoying, especially since the belt capacity down there is not what I want. But I could just use red belts, you know? Extend the red belts. Put more aug processing like over here. And then mate the belts in. Peel off all the guts. And what do I do with the meat? I'm already kind of overflowing on meat. Myoglobin decays into meat. And I can turn this stuff into Nexalit. Oh, at a dig site. Okay, I can expand dig site, I guess. None of that's just... Oh, that's just make manure for me. No. Xenogenic cells, and then do something with that? I don't think so. No. Just turn it into copper. Turn it into copper. Turn it into iron ore. That's where we are in life. Can I turn meat into nitrogen? That's probably useful. I think I use bitumen for that now. Or to chromium. I just have to phytomine off the meat. And I don't have the processing areas, and that's going to put strain on wood. And wood is also historically something that I'm short of all the time. But let's take a look at FERT. Yeah. Why are we not making any right now? Why would we ever stop? Don't do this to me, fertilizer. At least no one's waiting, you know? We have a constant belt going. I don't know why it would ever stop. Well, okay, it would have to be wastewater at this point. But it looks like we're fine on... No, we're not fine on that. It is because of wastewater. Maybe it should be prodded. I mean, it already overproduces for its, yeah, look at this. This is not what you want to see. Yeah, so we kind of got wastewater problems. It's probably a lot in the fish. We're probably out of lamps, right? Yep, out of lamps. I have to use the new lamp recipe. I'm sure everyone would be thrilled. Mostly this is just copper backup. Copper. Why has this happened? Because we are not full. Definitely not. Why have half of you stopped? Are we out of grease? No, we are full up on grease. Are we out of acid solvent? No, we're full up on acid solvent. Why have you stopped? Tailings? We got through our backup? That I could believe. We had a big backlog, and now we don't anymore? Yeah. Wait a second. This is just mysterious to me. Like, these guys are prevented from going because these guys are overworked. So maybe I upgrade these jaw crushers? No, it doesn't matter because all these guys are going. Something happened here. Something bad happened here. Like, I can upgrade these guys too. I mean, it's like, all you get an upgrade, you get an upgrade, you get an upgrade. Yeah, this guy, these weren't going. This had stopped. What was the problem here? We had a problem. Something was jammed, something couldn't vent. But I'm not seeing any signs of that. What just happened? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. It's like now these guys are going, but we're still not at full blast. Why can't you be prodded? Why can't everything be prodded? Prod the world. Yeah, we're still not doing great here. Like this guy's not going. That's because we don't have enough solvent, right? No copper solution. That comes from down here. Like it definitely came from all the way back, and that usually suggests a jam. Or fuel. But no, it would be a jam. But I don't see what that would be. It would have to be stone, but it isn't. Or ore, and it's not. Like we produce an entire belt of ore. The ore is just, we have more than enough ore waiting. Ore is not our problem. And they got first dibs on everything anyway. Yeah, there's ghosts in the machine. And I want to say we had a big backlog here at some point. And now we're at natural production. No, it's still building. This completely stopped. I have to have run out of ore. But it takes one solid belt of ore. We can see this, right? Because this belt isn't moving at all. And we have a solid belt of ore just being mined. Like it's self-sufficient. This isn't gonna ever stop. Like, just I don't know. I am absolutely befuddled. See, it's still building back up. I'm gonna have to watch this. I'm gonna have to watch everything. All right, next episode. I wanted to do artillery. And it's not going to happen because this stopped. But we managed to save the factory essentially from itself here. Oh look, guts being wasted. That's not what I want to see. I can probably find a better way to, more efficient way to do that. Strange how I used to think guts were just utter waste materials. Now they're some of the most important stuff in the factory. Love how that swings back and forth. But anyway, I need to wrap up. It's been 2 hours. I have fixed/caused a lot of damage, and it is time to recite my sins. So, today, I swear I did not do much. It was mostly contemplating the fate of complex intertwined systems and how I had a system, numerous separate systems which had simple, self-reliant bases where each one could fail individually and I could go fix it, and the rest would be unaffected. But as I have gained tech levels, just as societies advance to more complex states, these inputs find use in these outputs find use in the inputs of other lines, and so they start growing together into from little separate islands, all working into one omni supply line, producing multiple things, multiple inputs, multiple outputs. It became a civilization, which is to say a factory, because the two are equivalent. And now, when I have a breakdown, and this specific breakdown I believe was just insufficient fertilizer production. Insufficient fertilizer production led to insufficient releases. Insufficient releases led to insufficient moos. Insufficient moos led to insufficient guts. Insufficient guts led to insufficient chlorine. Insufficient chlorine left insufficient titanium purple. Insufficient titanium purple shut down the entire hydrocarbon processing area. The entire hydrocarbon processing area powers everything. Everything syngas shut down, salt mining shut down, grease stopped, refining stopped. It went from to just widespread systematic error, all from this part right here, this part shutting down. And so the factory is a crucial unified whole. And I have to figure out exactly how much I want to get away with that from that in the factory yet to come. Because the individual island strategy with like Augs come from flora and moss. Flora and moss come from air, essentially. That life is more resilient in the face of chaos, and the factory is nothing but a bulwark against constant lapping chaos. So, what to do? That is a very large question. So, at the moment, I still believe I have insufficient chlorine. The best and really only way for me to make chlorine in the quantities, that I need is to take animals and turn them into animal parts. Take the guts and then process the guts into chlorine. The best way to get that is with moos. However, moos are at max capacity, and to expand moo production require expanding Relesia production. Relesia production will require more fertilizer. Or I could go back to the old ways and go and make an island. Just make moos. Moos arise from moss and from flora. I have flora for days now, and I have moss I can just conjure at will. So, should I not start just turning moss and flora into augs? Turn augs into aug parts, turn aug parts into everything I need. We're going to be overwhelmed with meat because they're very, very meaty creatures. But yeah, we might be able to have more chlorine. But this is not a great solution, in my opinion.
because it's not going to give me that ×3 production that I really look for. It's going to be like 30% at best. And maybe that's enough for this factory to fulfill its purpose, because there's only a bit left to do. I need to put in the vessel to ground biofluid factory right here. Probably should have done that at some point. I need to finish making the aerial caravans, the first batch of them. There's going to be endless work to do with those. And then I should start building the factory that's yet to come. I finally settled on my idea for how I'm going to arrange that. There were a few false starts, but I've made plans. Very much looking forward to that. But anyway, for right now, I am done. And I would like to thank everyone for watching. So bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye.